Welcome back to the videos or whatever. The last roughly week or so, I've been sorting stuff out in here to the point of where I couldn't really train in here. I suppose I could have, but not ideally. So I've been training at the gym instead. But I've made a bit of space and carrying with these. I wasn't sure about filming them, to be honest, because sometimes, you just want to train and then need to get the camera out, blah blah blah. It's very lazy, really. And at the minute, nothing that I'm doing is actually that exciting. So I put up a poll on Instagram, and the last time I checked, there was 190 something people said yes, keep doing it, and about 12 people said it's not worth the effort. Overwhelmingly positive response for that. So here we are again. And now I'm in a decent routine with the training. I'm going against everything I believe in, everything that I would normally do in terms of training, in that I don't actually have set days anymore. Not that I think you need to have set days, but I don't have I'm training 4 days a week, 5 days a week, 6 days a week, whatever. What I'm doing instead is I'm training when I can, and it's actually working out all right. So I've written myself it's an 8-day program. So there's 2 blocks of 4 days, and within the 4 days, it's push, pull, and legs, push, legs, with the deadlift type movement. So it's basically push, pull, sort of. But there's 2 rotations of that in each block. So what that means is I don't repeat the same session for a full rotation. So every 8 sessions is when I'll repeat a session. And the reason for that is I'll just end up defaulting to the exercises I like. And so this way I can still do them. I can still make pretty good progress on them. But there's a bit of variety, keeps it more fun. There's a couple of sessions which I need to go to the gym to do, but I can do the vast majority of it here. What I'll probably do is I'll try filming at the gym, see what it's like, because it depends on how busy it is. If it's fairly quiet, I could probably get away with just setting up like this, but if it's busy, obviously it's not great. And then just cracking on my training. So I don't know if I uploaded a video or not. I went to Strength Vault Gym in Doncaster. I'm just doing calf raises and tib raises at the minute. So this is the same thing as well. So tib raises, I do think they're good to train your tibialis. I don't think they're the best thing in the world, obviously. And so I don't need to do them every session. So I've got them in once in the full 8-week rotation. So I am finding when I'm walking, my tibs are something that actually is getting quite tired. I don't know if it's because of my gait. My quads aren't doing as much as they should be, and so my tibs are having to lift my feet up. That's my logic anyway. My calves are tiny now as well, and this seems to be helping my calves, helping my ankles, and helping the mobility. So that's what I'm doing just to start. I'm doing it at the start as well, because I know that if I've got this after doing a proper workout, I'll do them, but I'll just rush through them, or sometimes I'll forget. If I'm short on time, these would be the thing that would go. Whereas if I do them first, I know I've done them, and they're over and done with for the session anyway. So with the rotation, I'm training closer to failure than I would normally on most of my upper body stuff. And basically, so for strength, you need to lift heavier over time. You don't actually need to get that close to failure the vast majority of the time, which if you look at my training, very rarely is. for hypertrophy, you need more volume closer to failure than for strength. That's not to say you won't get both from both, you will, but to be more efficient. So today, providing all goes to plan, so calves ticked off, bench, I'm thinking of an AMRAP on 120, and then some sets with 100, I think. So I did 140 for a single the other day. Don't remember if I uploaded it. Oh yes, that's the thing, it's strength fault. I don't remember if I uploaded that, but I benched and deadlifted 140, and they both moved really well. Both of them had a fair bit more in the tank, but I'm not in a rush to try and improve on them. So now I'm going to do the next few bench sessions is work in the like 120 to 130-ish range, push things a little bit more, do a bit more bodybuilding type things, and then go from there. And then same thing with the deadlift type sessions as well. I think that'll be good. Now let's change the music, put something that's actually good for training on. Def Leppard seems good. So yeah, it's not right. Well, there's a few different things that have happened in recent days, I guess, in the last week. So one huge thing is I'm down now like 5 point something kilos. So my peak weight, I got up to 104. I'm now like in the 98s. So that's like a progress. And there's a few big things that have contributed to that. One is I've been biking for an hour, roughly. Not quite every day, but almost every day. So I think that's been making a difference. I've actually decreased my steps a bit. So I've been only averaging like 2,500 to 3,000, but then my legs feel better. So my other general activity is higher. And then my food intake's been lower. Who would have thought? So having less calories and moving more contributes to some fat loss. So that's good. I think I've got the battery sorted out on this phone now, so I can actually just use my app straight away without having to write things down and go back and forth in between. So that's nice. And then with my nutrition, I don't know what it is, but I'm just riding it out. My appetite has just disappeared completely again. So I'm not forcing myself to eat loads anymore. The only thing I'm doing is force myself to have enough protein and then some fruits and vegetables. I mean, it's more fruits than vegetables, to be honest. Don't know if you can even see me there. Just gonna check the camera. So yeah, loads of fruit, loads of meat. Yeah, I think you'll be able to see me fine. So I've only, like, the last week, I think I averaged like 2,600 calories or something. And basically, I think what happened is, so my maintenance calories were like 4,000. Had surgery, probably close to 4,000 again. And if you look at the surgical recommendations, it's 40 calories per kilo. So I was 100, 40 calories per kilo, 4,000 calories. So that's why I did maintain 100 kilos, but my body composition obviously changed significantly. Now, I'm past that surgical recovery stage, and I'm very firmly into rehab rather than recovery. And so I don't need that many calories now. So I use MacroFactor, which auto-calculates stuff, and that thinks my maintenance is about 3,500-ish, which is not unreasonable. So that'll be why there's the big drop. And at the minute, energy level is decent. Hunger's non-existent. Training performance, we're about to find out. My best ever set with 120 is 7. So depending on what I manage to do today, that'll be a good inclination of like how strong I actually am now. And also, I'm not like benching with leg drive and stuff either. So that obviously makes it a little bit harder. We'll see. I've got a bit of plantar fasciitis. So like basically soles of your feet, that just gets all squishy and soft. So it's uncomfortable to be going walking too much. So that's part of why I haven't got my trainers on. So my feet are also swollen as well. I don't know if it's just the heat or what. But so, hence the attire. And also, hence the reduction in steps. Now, it seems to be fine if I walk on flat surfaces. So like if we go to the shops, I can do like 10,000 plus steps around a shop with no problem. But walking outside on uneven pavements and stuff, that seems to cause me a problem. So I'm just trying to get that sorted because we're going away in a few months. And I want to be able to like enjoy the holiday without worrying about walking. Like my legs are doing all right. Like I can squat just about to the bottom there with some control. It's not terrible. So I'm doing this for a single first, and then have a little rest, and then do my AMRAP. I don't know how many I'm going to get on the AMRAP, but it's sure as hell ain't going to be 7. Maybe 3. All this talk of like the nutrition not being too bad. Now I'm super weak. I'd like to hit 3. I think that'd be reasonable. These are set up at a height that I can safely bail if I need to. Doors open, cat can come save me. So this place is obviously a mess because we've got a bunch of stuff in here that I'm in the process of sorting. But you can see the shelving units, we took them down. It's all part of the master plan to make things neater and tidier. And because we basically, so we moved in, the house flooded and a bunch of other nonsense. So then, oh wait, what am I doing? I'm already filming. House flooded, bunch of other stuff happened. Then I had my accident. And then we sold the gym, which I can now talk about. It's public, even though I've kind of hinted at it. So that's all finalised. So we've got loads of stuff from there, things that we didn't sell. So like ASC Performance, the name, obviously not selling that. So just it had to go somewhere, but it all came over here through very helpful friends and family. But it meant that I couldn't sort anything as we went because obviously I was in hospital and then stuck in bed. So now it's sorting it out time. Obviously, that just takes time. I keep saying obviously. Now I've pointed it out, you'll keep seeing it, keep hearing it. Right. At least 2. 3 would be a nice number, I think. What shall we listen to? Whatever I put on will probably like set off the YouTube problems or something. Atreyu is good. If I've got signal. Anytime today. I do not seem to have much signal. Do you know when you like just want to listen to a specific song? Atreyu. So I'm going to do a brief pause on these, but nothing too crazy. I don't think this is going to work. Let's try this instead. Here we go. Right, I'm out. Oh, come on. Oh, yes. Oh. That was good. I think that was 7. I did not expect to get that. That was a 10. Probably didn't look like it. But that very last rep, there's not a chance I would have got another one. Pretty pleased with that. Oh. So now the plan is drop down to 100 and do 2 sets matching the load. Matching the reps, sorry. So 2 more sets of 7. Or is it 1 more set of 7? I don't know. I'll check in a second. Pretty pleased with that. So my bench, at least my bench base strength is back to normal. So if I peaked my bench, probably get between 160 and 170. That's not bad at all. That was very enjoyable. And it's funny how, like, it's such a simple thing. Just picking up pieces of metal. It makes you feel great. It's very rewarding as well. I'll take that. And then after this, dips. So today there's not many exercises, but they're on the heavier side of things. So with the split, so I've got day 1, which is today. I've come through the full rotation now. Main bench day, so normal bench. Tomorrow will be pull session. It's either a barbell row or a flexion row, can't remember which. Then following day, I think, is incline Smith machine bench, and then dumbbell press and press ups and machine flies. So that's got to be at the gym. Obviously don't have that here. Then the following day is either stiff leg deadlifts or deadlifts and quads, basically. I still can't quite use the leg press at the gym, but I can use the leg extension and hamstring curl. I can do stiff leg deadlifts. I can do my bodyweight squats. I can do my reverse bodyweight squats. My range of motion's improving as well. Don't know if you can see that there. It's way past 90. I'm just not strong through it. So I do squats tomorrow as well. Then after that, it's back to the beginning. So then the following bench day, I believe, is cambered bar bench. Then the pull day will be whatever the other one wasn't. And then the 4th one, I think it's close grip incline bench for the 4th one. Yeah, it's close grip incline bench because there's the 2 incline sessions. So incline Smith. So we've got up here bench, incline Smith, cambered bench, incline close grip. And then the second deadlift session is whichever one the other one wasn't. I can't remember the exact order of it. I've got that same concoction as I've been having, the protein water and the knockoff Lucozade. Still really like it. Right then, 107. That's where I fill this down. Come on. That's actually quite tough. I think probably RP7. Cool. This is just one set. That's the other thing I'm doing as well, because my frequency is higher and the intensity is higher as well. So the per set intensity is closer to failure on average. I'm doing less volume. It seems mad to me saying less volume because I basically do no volume anyway, but the volume is even lower. But the variety of exercises is higher. It seems to be working. Like, I'm obviously not some kind of Adonis, but I'm getting back into better shape. I got a brilliant comment. It might have been the last video or the one before, and it just says, "You literally have a gut." Like, I know, I can see it, I can feel it. That's why I'm losing it. It made me laugh. I don't know if it was trying to be helpful or what, but I did find it quite funny. So thank you, anonymous person. And thanks for watching the video as well. It's very kind of you. Obviously must be helpful for you or something. It's good. So dips. I don't think it's many sets of this. I think it's just one heavy set. Yeah. Cool. So what I'll do is I'll stick 10 kilos on and just do one set. See how many I can get. I think I've done it for 4 or 5 reps. I'm counting a lot of PBs and stuff as PBs compared to ever, but that bench was an all-time ever joint PB. So I've literally never done more than that with 120 or more than that, or more than 120 for 7 reps. So that's pretty cool. My fitness has improved as well, which is nice. Like, it's still not great, don't get me wrong, but it has improved. And do feel the difference. Mainly in saying that, I'm studying knackered and out of breath. Mainly feel it in normal life. What I'm going to do though is, so if I'm going to start doing these again, is try not to worry so much about the talking and just get the training done that I need to, because that's what's more important. When I was doing the powerlifting stuff, I obviously had the real long rests anyway, so it's fine. I don't need to rest forever doing this. Set up a new filming space in my office as well though, so that's cool. So you'll see some better quality videos coming out soon. But I'm not rushing. I don't want to rush it and do a rubbish job. So see how many we can do. So in my head I'm thinking 4, 5. Based on how that bench went there, don't know. Right. Oof. Oof. Ooh. Oh. I got pins and needles jolt down my arm then. Maybe I was doing them a bit fast. I think that's 4. Oh, no, my triceps are just fried. I can't lift slow. It's like all or nothing. How are my triceps feel pumped already after one set? Barely even that. Can't complain. Just makes for a quicker session, doesn't it? So that's triceps done, and they do feel done. Next up, it's going to be barbell curls. If I put some stuff away. So eventually one day, this would be like a nice home gym. But what I'm having to do is, everything that we move, we've got to keep so that if we move, we can make it right, because it is a rental. So it means that we have to basically fix things. So it just means that taking it apart and removing all the crap takes a bit longer. Here's to hoping the landlord doesn't just decide they want to sell the house to somebody. To be fair, we could buy the house, I guess. Although the house isn't structurally very good, so maybe not. Anyway, you didn't come here for this, you came here for, I don't know, watch me do curls maybe. Right. See if we can get maybe 8 reps or so. One set of 8 done. So I'm going to do a handful of sets of these, then some forearmy stuff. That'll be it. I might, no, I don't have any more biking to do today, do I? Got a quad rehab to do, I guess. I usually do that in the house, so it's a bit easier to set up. I'm done. Come on. Oh, that was good. I mean, weak, but good on the biceps. Right, I'm hitting biceps like 2 of the 4 days in the rotation. So I'm finding that, same as other stuff, I'm just not having to do that many sets to get to where either pump is fantastic or fatigue is high and the movement just, the quality goes to crap. So that was a circumstance of the quality just going to crap. So I think, did I do 4? And then I did the rest of the set. So the way I log that is, I did a set of 5 to a 10, and then I did a drop set of 3 to an RPE 10. Logged. Done. Easy. One last thing. Wrists. Barbell or cable? I think we'll go cable. Quite like the cable one. So what I've been doing is I basically, for wrist curls, grab a dumbbell or something and just do reps to feel on one arm, swap arms and do reps to feel on the other arm. Nice and easy until my arms are done. I'm being really lazy that I should stand up. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know if you can see this, got a dumbbell on a cable and a rope. And I just rotate there. This is a bit bicepy as well. And the same on the other side. Let the other arm breathe. And then do the opposite motion. This one I find harder. There's not as much movement. And then the last one's quite easy really. Just up and back down. Reminds me of climbing a rope. And then after all that, arms feel somewhat pumped, forearms at least. And that's it. End of session. Tomorrow, back, pull, and that's it. I'm just gonna turn the music and stuff off. I'll see you tomorrow.